can, because I have it here, I hit accept all, but really didn't want that to happen. So I'm going to hit that. I'm going to go back to this website and I get a chance to make my choice again, right? So I can actually now decline that because I actually didn't want that to happen and I can decline it. Now, audit trail wise, because it's part of the chain, each one of those consents was actually hashed and would have been batched. So I can prove that I went back, decided I didn't want that particular thing, and I reenacted the one that I wanted.
So, but Tom's question was, how do you communicate the my terms? You showed a preferences page. Perhaps you can go back to the preferences page.
Yeah.
And you demoed this to Doc last night,
Hmm.
and Doc said, well, they're really, when you're expressing your terms, there are in the customer commons, there will be maybe a half a dozen templates for describing your terms. I think that's the bit, the bridge where you
Exactly the
take
bridge.
over. Because you're talking in the vendor's language, you really need to express it
Exactly.
in your own language. I just want the services. Don't track me when I leave the store. And maybe here's a time that I'm granting you a timed entitlement to track me if you want to,
Right.
and
Sort of
all
like
those sort of things. Yeah.
sort of like while you're using setting.
Exactly. Right. Because we haven't got to the my terms level yet. We're only at the space where we can, at least to your point, Reza, talk their language. And at their language, I have to accept what they're providing me. But the best part about at least this particular level of it is that there's so many third party resell of your data that's actually happening. And we don't track when that particular company has been compromised or not. Information brokers are if you think of the chain that happens for criminal identity, movement or ransomwares, it starts at information brokers. And those information brokers are the people who are buying that information that third party piece is being able to get for you all the time. And so as you start seeing those guys actually being compromised, you can very well say, hey, I consented. I went to your website and I consented on this day. And right now, I believe in the US, my identity is worth $1,000 to any one location that gets compromised. So and that was a PlayStation. Was the first one that got hit with that particular ruling, and that's how it became $1,000 for your identity.
So even if it's not at a scammer level, right? Just at lead generation level, where let's say you're looking at insurance. I know this has happened to me. Let's say I'm looking for car insurance and I go to like a website and I put in, hey, give me all the different quotes. 6 months later, I'm still getting those.
Exactly.
So
Right.
it's even on that level, I find this to be such a needed.
Exactly. I can go back and I can get rid of that. I looked at I did the first time it happened to me, that was enough for me. I was looking for a purple bed, and like everything was a purple bed. Every commercial that came on was a purple bed. It's like, okay, I got the message.
You mean the purple mattress?
Yes, the purple. Yes, the
Just
purple
to
mattress.
clarify, not like a purple bed. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was looking for a mattress, and so that the purple one was such a good idea, and it just went crazy. And if I could have at any point been able to think like, where is that cookie at, right? Because this is another key thing is that I don't know if you notice just in the naming cultures of these things, right? So let's go here and let's look at that one. I think that one still had some in there. And you look at the naming structure of them, you can't, I wouldn't be able to decipher that from the rest of them that were in there.
Right. I saw it when you opened it earlier.
Yeah, because we deleted them, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
And that's the only one that stayed still. And so let's try to figure out why it can't get rid of that one, and it still got rid of that one.
So James, the next steps, as Doc mentioned here in the chat, would be to work on the Drupal plugin and the WordPress plugin. Maybe that's something the community can help with
Absolutely.
to give the vendors their side of it. So this is a great stepping stone towards my terms. It's completely client side. That's great. And we can build a movement and show them, hey, we've got 1,000, we've got 1 million people using the browser extension, and we name and shame the bad actors. But we give them an opportunity for redemption. We say, hey, here's the WordPress, here's the Drupal plugin, and here's the broad specification if you want to go and write your own. And you could be a good actor where you allow consumers to assert their own terms and you consent to the users' terms. We won't call them users, they're people, they're individuals, they're humans' terms. And so
Mhm.
we are not having to accept the terms of the machine. Our machines are going to negotiate. We're going to enter in our preferences once, and
That's what
that's
I
it.
want, right? That's what I want. And again, when we start looking at the type of technologies that we're all putting together, I think that homomorphic encryption and some of these capabilities around the smart contracts, we literally could have that point in time that says, hey, I want to give you my records and you guys can just see them for 2 hours.
Yeah.
And when you're done with the 2 hours and you can only see that record, even though I gave you the entire thing, that's the only record you could see. And again, I can have full autonomy around that, understanding that it's going to be destroyed on your side. I don't have to worry about it not being there. Like those are within our possession.